And to make the presentation, we've got Mr. Nirmit Parikh, Chief Executive Officer and Founder of Apna, impacting the retail growth story. Apna.
See the clicker.
Can we have the slide changer?
This is right. Yeah. Hello. Hi, I'm Nirmit. I'm founder and CEO of Apna. So, the retail industry contributes to 10% of India's GDP. And for doing that, it also employs 35 million people of India's workforce. Now, the report says that by 2030, retail industry is going to contribute to 1.3 trillion of India's GDP, and for that we will need to add 25 million jobs in retail by 2030. So 25 million jobs is nothing but it's like population of Australia. So in the history of retail in India, we have added north of 35 million jobs, and now we have to add 25 million jobs in the next almost 6 to 7 years. Now that is going to be very interesting. Now the challenge is, it is not the problem of volume. You might find 25 million people, but this 25 million people also need to be relevant to your brand, because they are going to be extension of your brand. For example, whenever I go to any retail store and I go and interact with the first employee there, that is where I start building the perception of the brand. Or if you are, say, an online store and I'm interacting to somebody around customer support, the conversation I'm having, the way the conversation is getting handled, again becomes the extension of the brand. So the relevance is going to be very important when you go and do this 25 million skill, when you go and hire 25 million skilled people. Now the question is, I know a bunch of you are big retailers, so let's see where we are going to be. I'm just going to put a quick 2x2. If, of course, nobody wants to be here when you are hiring low relevant candidates and low volume. Now, there are a bunch of offline solutions and online solutions which will provide you, say, low relevancy but high volume. That is definitely going to impact your top line. Now, the other option is you go to a lot of offline solutions which will give you high relevancy, but again the challenge is going to be volume, so that's going to impact scalability, and of course it's going to impact. Finally, you want to be here, and this is where let me introduce Apna. We are going to be the partner that is going to help you be here. So how? So what is Apna? We are India's fastest growing, largest jobs and professional social network. Today we are 3 years old. We have 31 million users. No, that was last week. This week we have 35 million users. By the end of the year, we will be north of 90 million users. That's the rate at which we are growing. That means we are going to be the biggest jobs and professional social network across the country. You put all the other platforms put together. Now, this is a split of user base on Apna. Around 71% people are male and 29% female. So we have a very healthy mix of male and female, and we have also made Apna a safe place for female people to find jobs. Presence in tier 2. If you see across tier 2 and tier 3, we have north of 15 to 16 million people on the platform today. At the same time, when we look at freshers and experience split, so let me just talk about freshers first. So if 10 freshers graduated last year, 7 of them are on Apna today. And by the end of the year, next year, we are hoping this number is going to be 9 out of 10. Social network. And let's look at the experience split. So this is how our experience splits looks. We have 10 million people across sales and marketing, FMCG, retail, manufacturing, telecom, similarly 8 million telecalling and customer support. And by the way, all these people, when they come on the platform, we go verify their skills. And that is why we make the most relevant hiring happen. So let's talk about the 3 top features of Apna. The first one is hyperlocal. A lot of times when you're hiring for a retail location, you want somebody who stays within 3 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, because that is where majority of attrition happens. And what Apna does is we allow you to go and configure from where you want to go and receive your applications from. That means your hiring is very perfect when it comes to location. And of course, you can do national or like state level hiring also on Apna. The next one is relevancy. We take a lot of pride on the relevancy features which you have built. We work across 3,000 plus skill tags. And if you look at the permutation combinations of skill tags industry, it kind of comes down to north of 100,000 permutation combinations are possible. And whenever you go and select a specific skill set, you will see automatically the skill tags will adapt to what you're looking for. And as you start hiring Apna, more and more, we also realize, okay, for this brand, maybe tier 2 candidate is more better than a tier 1 candidate. Or say a female candidate is more lower attrition than a male candidate, then we will help you to also generate those insights, and that will be directly fed into the AI algorithm. Let me talk about speed and volume. Now, whenever people talk about relevancy, the speed and volume is what takes a hit, but that is where Apna becomes special. Because on Apna today, north of 120 unique interactions happen every single minute. We process north of 15 to 20 million leads a month, and that number is going to be 40 to 50 million by the end of the year. So we work with almost 400k plus recruiters, small medium businesses across the country, and these are some of the brands which we work with. And the idea is, how can we together basically help retail achieve its goal? And folks, I know hiring is not super cool, but today I was having interactions with bunch of people, and when I asked like what are your top 3 problems, somebody said efficiency, somebody said cost control, somebody said distribution, and when we double click, why, and intelligence do reach out to us. We work with custom-made, tailored solutions for you. So it is not going to be one size fits all. We'll work with custom-made tailored solutions for you, and we'll take 72 hours of your team to go and design the hiring solution. So thank you so much. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you very much to Mr. Nirmit Parikh, Chief Executive Officer.